never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
Got what you were after.
Tired.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Why are my hands tied?
Guess who's waking up over here?
Talking about me?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig?
What are you, a gentleman? That's
Made
mine!
your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene.
Oh, that's a gun.
From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck.
That sounds about right.
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Fuck you.
You're awake.
Sup, Mr. Skyrim?
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
It's, something honest. Fucking starts with a U. It's Latin word for one or something. Unis! Unis. My name is Unis.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
What are you, my
I'm Doc
mom?
Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
For those of you who have played New Vegas before, imagine doing all the amazing things that you're able to do in this game. Rehabilitating super mutants, sending a bunch of ghouls to outer space, literally taking over the Mojave, and just some regular looking white dude. It's the most normal looking guy you can ever have in a Fallout game. Anyways, you got me all wrong, Doc. That's more like it. Yes.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
I feel terrible.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Bet. Motherfucker!
Looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Alright, let's.
Sorry, son. I fixed up your head as best I knew how. I guess I missed a spot. Well, we know your vitals are good. But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Alright. Hi. Oh, that was weird clipping.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Feed.
House.
Poorly drawn.
Night.
Constellation.
Enemy.
Murder.
Light.
Blinded by the light.
Mother.
Fucker.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
No opinion.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I like companions.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
With what I'm about to do in this game, you can bet.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
And no opinion.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Have you seen my endurance?
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
2 African ladies touching their butts.
Okay. How about this one?
A pussy.
Last one.
2 bears high-fiving.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Well, okay. Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I'll try my best. Well, later, Doc. Ah! Blinded by the light. Okay, shut the fuck up.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of my grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How were you able to find me, by the way?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Sure. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Later.
Happy trails!
Alright, Sunny smiles. Dum, 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 dum. Fucking dust twisters. God damn. Oh, hey there.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Do you know about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Why does everyone call you Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
You were a prospector? Like, for gold?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
I see. You said you worked for the Bighorners. What are they for, exactly?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. They just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
I'll take your advice. And what else do you know about Victor, the robot who saved me?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Like a plastic bag in the wind. Well, thanks for the wisdom. Later.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Noted.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
What is this, a drug deal? Alright.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take
Ooh.
this and try to hit a couple of them.
Alright.
That's the right idea. Look down the side. Try crouching down and staying
And
still. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Sure, why not?
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Hey, are we almost there? My leg's starting to burn up. Jan?
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Finally. Some bullets to spend. Okay.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Too far away. Jam. Oh, jeez. Okay. Need to work on my aiming. How'd I do?
You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure, why not?
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Alright, let's go. Oh, there you are. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. I hear some cheeky little bastards. Who the fuck are you? You look horrible for wearing Jesus. Not you, the... What's up?
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Yeah, it couldn't hurt.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Got it. Xander roots and broccoli. On it. Fiddle-dee-dee-dee-dee-dum, fiddle-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Walking up to the school to get my beetroots. The fuck? Okay, you're not friendly. Just die! Fucking stay it! Nope. Creepy little bastards. Okay, now it's time to get the broccoli. Should I be worried that the brock flowers are growing in a graveyard? Yeah, it's probably fine. Burb. What? Probably nothing. Oh. Okay. Okay,
Hog killing time.
Having fun there, Victor? You do you. Where can I find the... Okay, there's one more. And... Nope. Nope. There we go. That's mine. And where are these? Here we go. Now, let's head back and find Sonny. Sonny, I'm home! I'm so funny. Hey, Sonny.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Fire? What fire? I don't see no fire. What fire? You mean this pile of nothingness? I'll see what I can do with it.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
I'll be sure to do that. Country road, take me home. What's up, party people? Hey, Pete.
Hey, I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
Motherfucker. Trudy, I presume?
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
That guy looked mad over there. What's his deal?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Where's Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
I see. Well, what are you gonna do about it?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Alright, well, let's talk about something else, shall we?
Alright.
What would happen if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
So I help Ringo and Goodsprings will like me. But if I don't help Ringo, then the powder gangers will like me too?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
Well, anyways, I'm trying to track down a bunch of people who attacked me. You know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did they say where they're going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why's that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where are they headed instead?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
You know, I'd probably fix your radio.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Anything interesting happen in the wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Tell me about the NCR.
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Why do you think the NCR and Legion both want the dam?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
You seem to know enough about the Legion. What else can you tell me about them?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Alright, that's kind of scary. Well, that's all I wanted to talk about. Later.
Be careful out there.
Alright, let's have a look at that radio. Ah, damn it, not good enough. I'll come back later. What's this? Sunset Sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla. I can take a few. Alright, let's meet this Ringo.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
Okay, let's put the guns down. I'm not the enemy here.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
I'm just gonna ignore that for a second. Do you know that the man named Joe Cobb's looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
What are you gonna do about the powder gangers?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Well, maybe I can help.
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
Okay, I'll ask around.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
I think I'll do that. Hey, Sonny.
Howdy. Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
I'm planning on helping Ringo to defeat the powder gangers.
Say no more. I'm in.
Well, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Any ideas on how to convince Trudy?
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
I see. What about Chet?
I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him.
And how can we get Easy Pete's dynamite?
Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over.
Alright, I'll go see what I can do.
I'll be waiting.
Starting with Trudy.
Hey. So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
I leveled up. You should help me take down the powder gangers. Bullets, explosions, lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
I'll see what I can do about that.
Be careful out there.
Hello.
Hey, Pete.
Howdy.
And if I borrow your dynamite, it'd help us with the powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Relax, I'm familiar with carrying and handling explosives, dynamite included.
Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts.
What's up?
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
I need supplies to fight the powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Yeah, sure, let them take over. I'm sure your business will be much better off with them in charge.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
I sure do. Later.
Take it easy now.
Yo, Ringo.
So what's going on? Did Sunny agree to help us?
That she did.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Nope. Did everything I could.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
What? Already? How many?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
Alright, well, let's go.
Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Let's head out. Fucking dust tornadoes. Die, motherfuckers! And that is that.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
Welcome.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp. Hello?
That I will. Alright, let's see what these guys dropped. Alright. Let's go find the fuckers who shot me in the head.